Hello people, hope you're having a lovely day. We're back in SnowRunner for some more hard mode. What a treat. So today, what are we doing? We're changing into the Pacific. And we're going to grab this big old trailer and start to take it up north. Talked a little bit about the plans in the last episode. But yeah, we're taking this thing up north. Followed by the Chevy Scout. We're going to do a couple of scouting missions up there. And then actually jump onto contracts. Finally. What I am going to try and do though, if this works, we're a little too far away to jump directly into it, is drag this thing along with us to see if we can save a little bit of back and forth. I don't know whether it'll work, given the size of this petrol tanker, but we'll see. We will see. So I hope everyone is well today. Once again, it's a grey, miserable day in the UK, but slightly nicer weather here in Black River. Right, so let's see if we can get that on. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, we'll give this a whirl, see if it works. Hopefully we don't just mash the Chevy straight into a pole or something. Nice. So I think this could be our very, very first bit of big heavy hauling in the entire series. I know it's not massively heavy, but the only thing we've pulled anywhere close to this is one of the much smaller semi-trailers. I mean, I guess this is a semi-trailer, so it's kind of the same thing, but you know, this one's a fair bit bigger. You can see the Pacific kind of struggling a bit with the weight of the hill. Not too bad though. So yeah, my plan is to get this almost to where it needs to be dropped off. I've actually pre-marked it with a blue little waypoint. And then we're going to use it as a bit of a fuel station for the Chevy to do the local entertainment mission, which is on screen at the moment. And then there's the contest. I think it's meteor. I can't say it. It's some data mission. Jesus. Meteorologic. Nope. We're done. Give up on that. God knows why I'm struggling with it, but sure, that is today. Chevy's still bouncing along quite nicely. I mean, this isn't too much of a traumatic drive. It is literally just follow the road all the way there, so should be alright. Of course, at some point on this journey I'm going to dive into photo mode, because we've got to get an image of this thing being dragged along the road. Cresting this hill, how about here? Just as we come downhill. Yeah, let's give it a go. Okay, slamming on the brakes there because obviously we have that issue with the crane when we go into photo mode, that it undoes the winch or something. I just wanted to check it wasn't happening with the standard winch pulling the Chevy, but we look to be okay. Is this the road? It is the road. Sorry, it's only got a bit narrow and muddy, so I thought I might have been on, might have been onto a wrong turn, but we're all good. I think. Oh, yeah, no, we're fine. Got a bit confused on the map there, but no, we're good. We are good. See all those yellow markers for the barrels that we're going to go and vandalise in a little bit of time. So I know I'm spinning the camera around like a bit of a loon, but it's just keeping an eye on what that Chevy's doing. And to be fair, you can see it's tucked up quite nicely at the back there, so should be okay. So far, a relatively painless journey, to be honest. Again, it's all on the road though, so shouldn't really have any issues with it, or the remains of our road at least. Let's try high range just to get through here, so we don't stumble when it tries to change gears by itself. A few big rocks to try and avoid in the road. Right, and this is us for now with the big truck. So let's refuel it for now. Jump into the Chevy, which I think is, yeah, that's at maximum fuel. And now it's time to head off to batter these barrels. Yeah, so it's literally just at the path here that's behind us. Cool. Felt like I was about to go flying off then, straight away. We got lights. We have got lights. It's just still light enough in the game not to really make them visible. Ooh, nice sunset. Lovely. Oh, hello. Where am I going? Is it this way? So that's the start of our contest we'll be doing soon. Interesting. So our first barrel is just there, I can see it. It's just trying to work out how we get up there. It's not this turn, it's the next one. That's what's thrown me. There we go. That makes it a little easier. Ooh. Almost rolled it then. So that is something we have to look out for up here. It's quite easy to roll the truck doing this task, and there's not a lot of trees or things to winch onto. And obviously it's about to be night time just to make it that little easier for us. So putting ourselves in a low gear, mostly to control the speed really, so we don't accidentally go flying off. Donk. That was set number 1. The reverse gear seems to be a bit quick, to be honest. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Slipping and sliding. But we're okay. So it would have probably been great to have this task active when we came up and did that watchtower, but we didn't. So here we are again. The camera's bouncing around all over the place doing this because of all the rocks. And there we go. That's number 2. So in some cases I'm actually struggling to work out what I'm doing with this truck whilst the camera's flying all over the place and we're bouncing around backwards downhill. But we survived, so that's okay. Right, where to next? Okay. So it's down there somewhere. So is there a path through these rocks? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong yellow thing, which doesn't help. There's got to be an opening somewhere. Hey, we must have been almost on top of it. And then I took us off elsewhere. So again, using the low range to kind of control our speed. Kapow. This one can probably turn us round and get it properly. Or the right way at least. We can see our last one. Hello. Rock's not rendering in there. That's exciting. Can I get to it from here? Maybe? Take handbrake off, that's going to help. I sometimes just instinctively whack the handbrake on when I come to a stop. Ooh, yeah, we're okay. Right. No, sugar. Oh, that's changed things. Right, what have we got? Ooh, Mr. Scout. Hello. I think you're going to have to go and see if we can save the day. Ah, piss. I think that was a case there of, again, what I was on about with the camera and the reversing and everything all over the place. Just making it a challenge to see what's happening. God, it's been a while since we've driven this. Hopefully it's up to the task. We'll find out. I think this is on highway tyres. I don't think it has an auto winch either, so I've got to be careful with it. Goodness, it's bouncing all over the place. But all we need to do with this is get it close enough that we can just winch the Chevy back onto its feet, or its tyres. And then we're done with it. What a pain though, I should have been more careful. I wasn't. And the consequences as such are driving the Scout 800, which is a change of pace at least. I'm just very wary of sending this flying as well. Also, where am I going? I don't want to take it down there because that is horrid. So we're taking a left up here. Oh god, it's a hell of a drive. It is a hell of a drive to get there. Sorry everyone, it's really put a spanner in the works for this episode. I mean, again, I've said before, it's kind of the, not necessarily the joy of SnowRunner, but sometimes these little disasters make things more interesting. Today they just make it a bit more frustrating. But such is life. I mean, I'm quite enjoying doing something with the Scout 800, to be fair. If you've followed from the early episodes, or at least remember them, you may recall me saying that I do actually quite like it. It's just a bit of a chaotic, tippy truck. It's not the most reliable. But it is fun. Right, we're on the road. Which, at least with highway tyres, this should be alright at. Immediately running out of road. Goodness. Hopefully any horrendous rocks, boulders, etc. on this path were ploughed through and cleared out of the way by the Pacific earlier. If not, we're really going to launch this into oblivion. There's our metal beams for the same task as the big petrol tanker. Which way do I want to go? I can probably cut down past the log station. We've got a reasonable amount of fuel in this thing. God, I hope I don't run out though. That'd be awful. No, I think we're okay. We're not consuming a whole load with this. I was just thinking, have I missed a turn? But no, we're okay, it's down. Down here. I believe we've got some deep mud down here, so we need to be a little bit careful of that. There's the watchtower, so we're getting close. Speed through the deep mud. Watch out for the tree trunks. I think, is this our road? It is. I'm just going to actually put some waypoints on, just so I don't keep having to check the map. Oh, four-wheel drive, of course. Always helpful when you're off-roading. You know, I've seen some people making YouTube series of SnowRunner who, like, I don't know, like 15, 20 odd episodes in and have barely scratched a truck and not flipped it at all. And then there's me, which every other episode almost feels like some sort of rescue mission needs to be mounted. Ooh, speaking of which, mud, which I didn't see because it's dark. Right, I'm gonna probably stop talking for a little bit and pay attention here because we're one wrong move away from a bigger truck needing to get involved. The Chevy is literally there. I'm gonna have to go around, aren't I? Go to that same point that we got in with the Chevy. Not quite. Which I don't like, so I'm going to have to go on the rocks. So the big issue here is that the Chevy is probably heavier than the Scout. Wedged in a little bit, but that's okay because I think that's enough. So we'll get the Scout out. We'll even give it a bit of photo mode, I think. Hopefully, we can now continue vandalising barrels. Ooh, there you go, diff lock. Give it a bit of diff lock, that's going to help. Whilst we're here, I am going to give the Scout some fuel. Just so. Nope, 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 wrong gear. Yeah, give the Scout the fuel just so if we need to use it again. It's not sat there, or it's not starting off with just a few 100 litres. A few 100 litres, sorry, what? So I'm thinking and talking. Always a dangerous combination. Just so it's not starting off with barely any fuel. I don't know how I got those two completely mixed up, but I did. There we go. Oh, piss flaps. Should have seen that coming. I know I'm going the long way around here. But part of that is because I just thought it'd be fun to explore this path up here, really. We've not taken this route during the series at all, so let's do it now, because otherwise we're not going to at all, really. It goes back to what I was saying a few episodes ago. when we were driving around Island Lake, about how there is these certain areas of the maps in SnowRunner that you just don't touch. Or you don't touch very often, or there's very little reason to, so... Again, I thought it'd be fun to do this one now. I think it's quite muddy. Muddy? What? I think it's quite muddy, if memory serves me correctly, because I have done it in normal mode. I've got a feeling I brought the Chevy down here on highway tyres whilst pulling a scout trailer and just got horrendously stuck, but hey ho. Is there a road? Have we lost the road? Is it over here? Yeah, we're in the river now anyway. But essentially this should get us our last barrel, loop us round back to our petrol tanker, which we can then use to fuel up, ready for the contest that I'm not going to try and say the name of again. Very glad we've got our mushroom funnel on right now. This won't be happening otherwise. And almost there. There we go. So 2,200 ain't too bad for that. And 130 experience just for having a little drive around. So now it's back up to the petrol tanker. I was wondering whether we can cut that way, but it's probably more trouble than it's worth. And so we're just gonna head on. Ooh. Out this way. Yeah, because if we go up there, we've still got to circumnavigate the factory and dodge a forest. I'm just hoping that this manoeuvre up the river this way doesn't cause us any issues, which I think it is. Yeah, I think I'm discovering that there are tidal effects in SnowRunner, which I think I knew but I'd kind of forgotten about, so let's get out river. Can I get back to it that way? Yeah, let's just see if we can sneak through here. In fact, I might be able to. Go through there. Of course, using the horns to double check. Double check if the fence is breakable, and that was me just checking to see whether those are connected to the trailer or not, because we're going to need them fairly soon. Right. Let's Let's refuel our Chevy. Big red, lovely. And then it's going to be contest time. If I don't batter myself on the bridge to get there. So thankfully it looks like day is breaking, which is good because I want to be able to see for this. Or see better than nighttime at least. That was good. This time, thankfully, we do have some things to pull us up. Although I don't know whether... I thought that tree was going to snap, to be honest. So this one, nope. Meteorology data. I think I've got it. So, this is a whole thing, because we need to go to 3 little points, and they are not easy to get to. Especially because this is one hell of a bog. So, how do I want to do this? Because I don't want to come down here. I think we need to... Can we get down there? I'm just going to do a quick investigation. Otherwise we're going to have to go around. Yes, so it looks like we can fight our way down there and get to the road. I know that's used a bit of fuel, but hey ho. We've got plenty of it. Let's get us back to the start. I think this one is locked to first person as well, so that's always good fun. Jesus. That was a move. Right. So let's figure this out. We're going to go down here. I think it was this way. And we're going to get to here. And I think we need to put the mission on. Got that. It's west. And we've got that. So we need to end with the east one. Because we can't afford to go through that bog. We're going to come down. That is the point where we turn to get up to the west one. Then we go back down here to the road. All the way down over the bridge and turn into here. Up to the south one. And then back down here to the east one. Now, I have done this and I have got a gold on it on normal mode, but I was using one of the DLC scouts that it's kind of given to you. I can't remember what it's called. It's one that can't pull trailers, and it just appears in your garage if you get one of the season passes. So I don't know what my chances are going to be like in the Chevy. Attempts left 5. Oh, have they changed that? Because I thought it was 3 for hard mode. I've just noticed that attempts left thing. Cockpit view required. Goodness. Right. Wish me luck all. Let's see how this pans out. And off we go. Cockpit view is always a little bit chaotic. I was literally about to say the worst thing about cockpit view is if you fall over like this, then it's really hard to figure out what's going on to get yourself back up and going. Now, hopefully that hasn't cost us too much time. But we'll see. We will see. Jesus, I didn't even... Really struggling to see. I think there's actually a setting that you can change for your first-person field of view, which might give you a bit of a better look at what's occurring. Should have probably played around with that first, but hey-ho. This is all part of the fun, right? And apologies in advance if anyone gets motion sick watching this, because goodness me, it's a bit bouncy. Again, I've said before that I think contests are a weird inclusion in SnowRunner. I get them, you know. It does alter the pace of the game and gives variety, right? Which is good. But they're just, you know, for a game that's generally about being slow and methodical, suddenly having timed challenges is an experience. See if I skip to... Oh no. If there was a path, I think I've skipped it. I've definitely skipped it. Like, I can't see a thing right now. I'm just driving towards the yellow marker and hoping for the best. Right. Back down again. Don't flip over. Don't flip over. Right. Back on a road? Back on a road. Wonderful. There. Road is a strong word. But we're back on something. Deirdre, why are you driving like a lunatic for? Goodness, this is far too fast for car park. Oh, lovely bridge though. A lovely bridge. Hello, big trailer. Is this our turn? It is our turn. Goodness me. What are we looking at here? We're going to have to diff lock it up and high range plus it. Low range plus, sorry. Because I think that's the steadiest way that we can get through here. I tell you what, as chaotic as this is, I'm actually enjoying it quite a lot. Adds a sense of adventure. That's number 2. Yeah, genuinely just before we rolled over right at the start of this, I was about to say that the biggest difficulty with first person is when you flip. But we were lucky that the auto winch thing sort of just grabbed onto something relatively close and nearby for us. And in the right direction. And that if it hadn't, we were right by the start anyway, so we could have done a fairly quick reset. I can't see the path. I think it is actually this, but I'm not certain. Nice. 3,800, 220 experience. And back to glorious third person. Okay. Nice. So we've still got the other drainage mission. Part of the other bit of drainage to do. And you know what? Let's get that done. Because we're over here. I was thinking of ending the video after that contest, but it felt like such a high that I want to carry on. And we've not been down this area of the map before, so let's just figure out how to get out, and then we'll go and get this done. So actually that 10.5 minutes for the time required for gold on that mission, contest, sorry, it's actually pretty generous. Because we certainly did alright with it in the Chevy. And that even included some time to turtle ourselves onto the roof for a while. Or at least onto our side. We didn't really end up on the roof, did we? I think if we had ended up on the roof... I think? I don't know. Did we? I wasn't really paying full attention. Either way, the situation we were stuck in was not a bad one. And if it was, we were so close to the start that we could have easily just restarted without too much of an impact. Nice mud air. So it feels good to make progress now, because I think the last video we did a couple of tasks, possibly the one before, I can't remember. You know, it feels like we're really ticking stuff off the list for Michigan now. In fact, if I remember when we get there, we'll have a quick look at the stats and see how we're doing. I've just got to deal with all the mud here. So a new part of the map, everyone. We've not really been down here, have we? There's not a real reason to, I don't think. Although that looks like a truck, so maybe we're going to find a mission on the way. Yep, looks like there's a mission out here. Nope. Keep hoping it's going to attach to the tree in front of me, and there we go. New objective discovered. Discovered. Drowned heavy truck. Let's accept that. And here we are. Going to complete drainage. Nice. Another 3,180. 3, 6, 7, 8. So that's about 8 grand we've made in this episode, give or take. I can't remember the exact figures. And what a lovely view. Apart from that knackered truck. Cool. Well, I'm going to leave it there for today. So thank you so much for watching, as always. Any opinions on things, drop them in the comments. Remember to leave a like. Remember to subscribe. Remember to do all that lovely YouTube stuff that helps me out. It's very much appreciated. And I will see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day. And goodbye.